Hey guys, what's going on? It's another idol. It is Friday. Xur is back in the tower. It is week 36. It's the 15th of May to the 17th of May. And let's go and take a look at what Xur has in store for us today. Now, just before we get to Xur and his location, I just want to say that the House of Wolves does come out on Tuesday. So it's really advised that you don't really spend too much or upgrade any of your armor or weapons. It's a complete waste of time going into the House of Wolves at this point. The only thing that I probably would buy this week is exotic shards. I'd probably avoid exotic engrams. And I'd probably save your motes of light for next week, going into the House of Wolves, because there's a better chance for you to get some House of Wolves level exotics straight off the bat. So without going on about that too much, let's take a look at what he's got. He has an insurmountable skull fort. Pretty bad roll on this. I'd avoid this. If you don't have it, get it, but I'd save your strange coins for next week. He's probably going to sell some exotic, some DLC 2 level stuff next week, but going based off of what he did during the Dark Below, he will most likely have some House of Wolves level gear. Next up is a Knucklehead Radar. I don't think he sold this one for a while actually, and the strength roll is pretty good, but it is strength, so yeah, if you don't have it, get it. An Apotheosis Veil is a great helmet for Warlocks. It is a really good helmet. It has that infusion perk where you pick up an orb of light and it replenishes your health. It's very helpful for Crota hard. Mid-level roll on this, not great, not bad. Pick it up if you don't have it. And he's selling a rocket launcher that he's not sold for a while, if I recall correctly. He's selling the Truth. A lot of people will probably be excited about this. But to be honest, the Truth is no Yellowhorn, and it's only really good in PvP. In PvE, it's pretty bad. But I can imagine a lot of people are happy to see the Truth here today because, they want to fill up their collections, which is fine. And exotic shards, as usual, I would stock up on these. These are really going to help you going into the House of Wolves. You're going to be able to get to mid-level, halfway to level 33, straight off the bat if you upgrade an exotic armor piece, and you want to really get a good stockpile, at least 20 to 30 exotic shards, just so you can upgrade all of your weapons and armor. Now, to ascend your exotic weapons and armor, you need to use exotic shards. For your legendary weapons and armor, you need to use etheric light. So, don't go mad, but just get enough to cover your standard rotation of exotics. And an exotic engram, which is a gauntlet engram this week. Again, I would avoid this like the plague this week. It's not necessary to buy them at this point. Save your motes going in to the House of Wolves. If you do, you can get one if you want, but that's just my recommendation this week. So for upgrades, which I would completely ignore, I would just, I don't even know why Bungie are having this listed anymore at this point. I would just completely ignore this, but for those who want to know, he has the Knucklehead Radar, which has a worse roll than is being sold. He has the Crest of Alpha Lupi, which has a pretty damn good strength roll on it, actually. It maxes out 168. The max overall chest stat roll is 170, so that's pretty damn close. Crest of Alpha Lupi for Titans, a pretty bad roll. I'd avoid that. No backup plan. Strength roll of 100. I would probably avoid that too. Discipline, Apotheosis Veil, worse roll. I'd avoid it. And the Heart of the Praxic Fire, which is again a worse roll than he's previously sold before. And he's got the Meter, the Thorn, Plan C, Patience and Time, Super Good Advice, and the Yellowhorn for upgrade. And he's got auto rifle telemetries, fusion rifle telemetries, machine gun telemetries, emerald coil, stealth drive, and heavy ammo synthesis, which is becoming a weekly thing now, which is great. So that's everything that Zur is selling today. Like I said, I would probably avoid buying a lot of the stuff this week, just so you can stockpile those coins and motes going into next week. They're gonna be pretty important next week. So I wouldn't splash out. I'd be quite reserved this week. And don't forget that next week you can also trade in materials to the speaker. Around this bottom part here, he's going to have a currency exchange where you can exchange things for motes of light and glimmer. So, yeah, that's all from me this week, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time back inside of Destiny.